Hello and welcome to Wednesday's lesson. It's the 27th of January today and we are still doing money. We're on our third lesson of money. So today's LI is to know the value of each coin and note and understand what these values represent. So today we've done about coins, we've done about pence and we've done about pounds and we have also talked about notes. And today we're going to be putting all that information together to answer some questions. So step 1 today is to understand the difference between pounds and pence. Step 2 is to write amounts of money using pounds and pence. And step 3 is our chili challenge to answer problem-solving questions. You can pause the video here if you like to write the LI and date. So I'm going to have a go first and I'm going to explain to you what this question is asking you to do. You can do it along with me if you like, or you don't have to, you can just listen. And then you're going to have a go yourself. So the question is asking you to match the amounts that are equal. Okay, so you need to draw a line to match up the correct words to the correct amount. So it says £15, 15 pence, £50 and 50 pence. So it's trying to kind of trick you. It's trying to work out whether you understand the difference between a pound and p and pence, okay, basically. So what you need to do first to work it out is you've got to work out the value of these, okay? So let's start with this one. So we've got a £10 note there and we've got a £5 note. Ooh, £6. Okay, so what's a £10 note add a £5 note? If you added that up, you would get £15. Okay, so the first one is £15. All right, so for our next one, we need to look at this one. So that is a £50 note. We didn't do about £50 yesterday, but £50 is like the biggest amount, like note that you can get. I've never seen a £50 note, but they're quite rare, I think. But they do exist. So that's £50. So let's have a look at this one. How many is there? So is that 50? It's 50, isn't it? But it's not £50. Well done. It's 50p. It's a 50p piece. And then last of all, we've got a 10p and we've got a 5p. So 10p plus 5p equals 15p. So therefore, you can now match up the correct ones. So we've got £15 there, 15 pence there, £50 there, and 50 pence there. Okay, so that's trying to ask, it's kind of basically trying to work out whether you understand the difference between pounds and pence. Okay, so let's all have a go together. So our first question says, how much money does the jar contain? So you have to look quite carefully for this one, so you're probably going to want to pause the video. And then you've got to write down how many pounds it contains and how much pence it contains, okay? Pause the video here and have a go. Okay, so I'm going to go through the answer. So you should have had a go in your books or on your piece of paper or whatever. First of all, I'm going to start with the pounds. So I can see that in that jar there is a £5 note. So I'm going to write £5 and that's a £20 note. So remember £20 are purple. And I can see a £10 note, okay? So I'm going to write them there. So that's the pounds done. Now I've got to do the p's. I'm going to do them separately because for now we're keeping it separate. I can see, that is very difficult to see. I think that's a 5p. It'll be easier to see on a worksheet because they're closer to you. See, I think it's a 5p. We're going to go with that. And then we've got a 1p and then we've got another 1p. So what we need to do is we need to work out what the answer is to the pounds and what the answer is to the pence. So again, I'm going to start with the biggest amount of money. So £20 add £10 is £30. Add £5 would be £35. Okay. And then for the pence, 5p add 1p is going to be 7p. So it's asking you to complete the sentence. This jar contains £35 and 7p. Cool. Next question. So you're going to use your greater than, less than or equals signs to make the statements correct. So what I would like you to do is pause the video and see if you can have a go, and then I'm going to go through the answer. So you should have paused the video there. I'm going to quickly go through the answers, see if you get them right. So first of all, you've got to work out how much is on each side. You've got to then work out which one's bigger, or which one's less, or which one's greater and which one's less, or whether they're equal or not, okay? So the first thing, I'm going to do this one first. So we've got £5 and we've got 10p. So we write this like this. £5 and then we put a dot. Oh, it's not £5 and 10p, is it? I think maybe being all quick. £5 and 20p because we've got two 10p's, okay? So we write that like this. We've got our £5 and then we put a dot and then we put 20p, okay? So that's £5 and 20p. And then let's count up the pounds here. We've got £1, £2, £3, £4, £5. And look at that, we've got a 20p there as well. So we write that again like £5 and 20p. So which one's bigger? Neither of them. They are equal. They're the same amount. So we need to put a big equal sign in the middle there. Okay? Let's try the next one. So for this one, we've got some £5, we've got some £1, and we've got some 5p's. Okay, this one's going to be a bit trickier. So we've got 5 there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember to add the pounds first and then the p. So we've got £10, and how many pennies have we got? How much pence have we got? We've got 5p all on its own. So we write that like this, okay, 0, 5, because if we don't usually write it like that because we could have like 15p, but actually there's only 5p, so we put a 0 there, okay? £10 and 5p, and how much is that? That one's a bit easier. That one is just £10. You could write £10 like that. Okay, that might be a bit easier. So which one's bigger? This one is bigger because it's got the extra 5p. That one's only £10, but that one's £10 and 5p. That 5p makes all the difference, okay? So our crocodile is going to eat the bigger number. Okay, so now it is your turn to have a go. I've made a mistake, I can see it. So for our mild challenge, as usual, you'll know the drill by now. You need to complete questions 1 to 4 on your worksheet, okay? This is a little bit trickier today. The last 2 days have been what we call recap, so it's something that we've probably done before, whereas this isn't necessarily something that you have been taught before. It might be something that you already know because you've used money at home and things. But your mild challenge is to complete questions 1 to 4 of your worksheet. If you find it really tricky, you don't have to complete the whole worksheet, okay? It's not your expectation that you complete it all. It is our expectation that you try your best, okay? You can do the medium challenge, which is all the questions from your worksheet. And if you still want to give yourself an extra challenge, well done you. And you need to complete your chili challenge problems, okay? Remember, when you're problem solving, you need to make sure that you are explaining your answers really thoroughly, okay? Which means with a big long sentence. You can't just write because I know that, because remember, that doesn't give you a tick. Have a good go, get a grown-up to pop your questions and answers on Dojo, and me, Mr. Sherman, Mrs. Aichetta or Mr. Hammond will mark it. Have a great time, have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye!